Hey, you came. Thank you for coming for this place. I always appreciate you. And for tonight's video, for tonight's space, we're going to talk about will I be enough? Will you be enough to be someone? It could be a parent, it could be a student, it could be a son, daughter, it could be a self doubt to yourself. So, if you will ask me, will you be enough? I would say you are enough. At this moment, you might not trust it, you might not believe it, but you are enough. And you might not think differently from it, having difficulty believing in it. It might be because you're trying to compare yourself to other people, or maybe you are experiencing disappointments in your life, which is normal, especially if they have like high expectation, or even yourself. If you have high expectation to yourself, it's gonna lead to some disappointments. So I don't really know particularly on what moment or what environment you're experiencing right now that you're thinking to yourself that you're not enough, you're not doing hard work, or much more, you're expecting much more to yourself, but yet you're not able to do it. So that's where it comes like perfectionist people. So you set a high goal and you think, why I'm not getting that result? Is that because, yeah, just like I said, it is a high goal. You have to do it little by little, slowly and surely. So if you couldn't get that goal, you will always say you're not enough, not enough, not enough. And then how many steps do you need to reach this height? 100 times? Do you need 100 times to say you're not enough? No, right? That's why I want you to believe in, believe in yourself. Even though you're making mistakes right now, even if you are far away from your goals, that you are enough. Because no matter what's keeping you away from your enough is yourself. It is going to be yourself. Let's say you set a high goal and say you're not enough every time you completed a task, but not within your expectations. You're getting farther and farther. Why? Even though you are completing a task, it's just because mentally and emotionally speaking, you're getting far away. You're getting less recognition to yourself. That the you are right now is the best you. The you right now is actually enough. It is just you have to accept it. That you are weak. That you are young. That you are maybe old. Maybe have disabilities. You just have to accept whatever you have right now is enough. And I hope you realize that this is not like motivational videos that's gonna hype your dopamine up, saying that you can do this, you know. This is not that those kind of videos. This is not that kind of space. This space is to tell you a fact that you're enough, even no matter how people see it, no matter how far you vision it, that you in the present right now is enough. Or maybe you compare yourself to like a past that you managed to achieve before, but now you're not getting those kind of level of achievements. Let's say back in high school, you are a star, sports star, or maybe academic honorable person, but when you started working, you can see far away, far from your high school vision. Or maybe you are great in your 20s, then you are now like maybe 50 years old right now, 40, uh, old, older. You don't have that physicality anymore. You don't have the grit anymore. But still, it is you. If no one says that you're enough, then who will? Saying yourself is not enough. No one suddenly gonna say to you, a random stranger walking by and is gonna say, yeah, man, you're enough. No one's gonna say that. You might have family, friends, relationships, but that's all not gonna matter that much. It's gonna help, yes, but what is important is how you see yourself. Can you see yourself as a hard-working person or a not enough person? Because no matter how hard you work, 20 hours overtime or late night studies, midnight, not sleeping well, you always not gonna be enough. Because simply, it's not about the results. It is about how you think, how you see yourself. Let's just say, for example, you are studying and it's past midnight, past your sleep bedtime, and you want to study until 4 a.m. And now you have exam tomorrow, and in that exam you failed, even though you tried hard. Just for simply the reason you failed, you don't have enough sleep, so your mind is not functioning well. What you studied on that overtime 4 a.m. thing didn't manage to get inside in your brain because you're not relaxed in a relaxed state. You are not in a calm state of mind. You're not in the perfect condition to take the exam. So in that moment, You're saying not enough. Your studying is not enough, which it might be true at some case, but studying till that late until your mind get, tired, it's not healthy too. So you're not only mentally tired, you're also emotionally tired. And that's gonna be a hard day for you. So if you're at least gonna study that much, at least believe in yourself emotionally. If you couldn't sleep because you need to study, it's alright. Go study for 4 a.m. But what you need is trust. Let yourself that you've done what you do and you're enough. So you only have one problem left. Instead of having two, you know, problem mentally, problem emotionally. Now you only have physically, and you're most likely tired too, physically, because of late night sleep. So here I am, making you realize that you are enough. And some people will say you're not, like in a way, not directly, but by comparing you to other people, by comparing his action to other people. But that's them. It's not you. Can I say to you that, oh, that guy's better, but because he can do martial arts while you cannot, right? It's not never gonna end. But the reason you're not doing martial art is just because you don't like it, simply, right? It is you. So if this guy is much smarter or what, that's a different thing. If this guy is much richer and you're not, it's just simply the opportunities and different life they've gone through. He might be born rich, or he was born like with the parents of business-minded people. Because we have all like different capabilities. We all have different kind of purpose. We all have different kind of problems, different kind of view. No matter how you think, let's say two siblings born and raised in the same place, these two people still gonna have a different view of how they gonna take this life. So don't, if your reason for not being enough is because you compare yourself to others, please kindly stop it. Because just simply you're living a different life. That's all. And if it's kind of like sports, this one's gonna be like genetics and some doing it while they were young, or maybe they're just simply tall. So being jealous with that, being feeling of not enough with that, is simply not gonna help you too, right? But if you use that not enough thing to improve yourself, also into like more positivity. Let's say in sports, you are smaller than average, and you think for yourself, I'm not enough because of my height. Now I have to do something else. If it's volleyball, let's say that's like height thing. You go to a defensive side, or maybe bump up your jump. You have to do much more hard work just because you're not genetically enough. So those kind of not enough is leaning on the good side, you know. But if you're seeking the enough from other people, it's not gonna end well. Because just like I said, expectations is much higher than reality. Creating something, making something, it's gonna be different for most of people. Even if I say I'm just gonna draw something, in my mind it's 3D picture, realistic. Then when I draw it, it's like a stick man, far away from like reality. That's how our mind works, or let's say our imagination. When we imagine things, usually we don't really think of the consequences or the negative thing. And then I'm just gonna example again. Let's say, let's just go for volleyball again. So you started it like junior high. Everyone's small. Every, everyone's still, their height is just everyone's average. But in high school, you saw like the growth spurt. Now they are taller, their body is much bolder. Now you see yourself at in group or much lower growth. Then will you quit it just because you're not enough? Or will you continue because you believe you're not enough, but still you love it? You love volleyball. Then you gotta find a way to success in it, right? So your expectations that you're gonna fight them fairly, or you're talented when you're junior high, then back when it comes to high school, when everyone grew and everyone skills much higher, they suddenly see the difference to yourself and to your competitors. So usually in dreams, that not enough is the biggest failure. The feeling of doubt to yourself, the feeling of not content on your being. But that is not true. You've worked hard, you failed, yes, that's part of life. You made mistakes, but still, you are enough. You made mistakes because you tried. You won't make mistakes without trying, and that is not learning. Mistakes are the proof. You work hard. This is not sign of weakness. It is sign of strength that you tried. I want you to see the version of yourself right now. It is the best. No matter how many mistakes you've done, it is the strength of trying. You're gonna try something new, you're going to fail. For sure. You're gonna make mistakes. But still, you still try. Go on, make mistakes. Go on, success. You will always be enough no matter what. It is whether you're making failure or making success. You are enough. Don't think for yourself that this is for people who have like it is not humble. It's more of a like when they achieve something, they devaluate it. Not because of them being humble, more on they don't just recognize themselves, so they pull themselves down. So people are like praising them. You're good, you're great, but they know it was just luck, and it's not really, you know, they have that kind of mentality of not being enough. But that's not true. I won't say for yourself to say to yourself that yeah, I'm great. Yeah, I'm great. No, not those kind of things. But learn to accept the praise, the compliments, because they are not there to fool you, you know? Sometimes it's much harder to compliment someone than to say bad thing. Let's be honest, right? So when you get complimented, don't know how to react. At least don't say yourself that you're not enough. You might think yourself you're ugly. Let's say they complimented your looks, your style, and you think, oh, it's not that good, or it's ugly to you for yourself. And some it's like you get a high score, high grade, and you're thinking, yeah, but still, I still made 10 mistakes. You know, that is saying you're not enough, even though you did your best and only made 10 mistakes. Those kind of things that we don't usually see, and we say to ourselves, I hope you guys realize those things. It's just a word. It's not literally saying I'm not enough, but it makes you feel you're not enough. And again, if it's for good way of saying, then you can continue doing that. Let's say you want to lose weight and you lost like one 1 kilogram and you're saying not enough, but um, for me, I would like you to celebrate it. It's not for like saying 1 kilo is enough. It is for telling you you are making a progress because we devaluate us. We devi- devaluate ourselves with just little thing and not compliment ourselves for like a big thing, you know? We don't really see. How can I explain it more? Much easier. Ah, yeah. So for negative thing, we can easily tell ourselves, oh, you made mistake, oh, you failed, oh, you're not enough. It's gonna continually stack up. But when we do great things, even just a small one, we don't really say, oh, that was good. Oh, that felt good. It's a great achievement. We don't say that. We want like this one, this kind of gap to say, oh, this is a great achievement. My dream goal is done. We want those kind of level. But in reality, this is all achievements. That's why in games they give you so much achievement. You know, even if even if it's meaningless thing, not really meaningless. You know, let's say you walk. I have a walking app, and let's say I walk 1,000 steps. It's not much. If you think about it, it's not much. It's not enough, but they're gonna give you achievement. Yes, yay, you completed your 1,000 steps. Yay, you completed 5,000 steps. Yay, you completed 10,000 steps. And it is true. It is true that you completed it. But for us, thinking 1,000 steps, that's really not that much. 5,000, not that much. 10,000, not that much. Oh, I can do it for like this kind of art, you know. We're gonna compare ourselves. But for achievements, we never did, except for it to ourselves, you know. And that is that's the habit we should remove to ourselves. The habit of not thinking you're not enough. If you've done 1,000 steps and it is first time in your life, be happy with it. It is your progress. If you lose weight, point 2 kilogram, it is fine. Be happy with it. Don't celebrate it with food because that's gonna be meaningless. But be happy with that progress because without that point 2, there's no 1 kilogram. Without 1,000 steps, you cannot achieve 10,000 steps. So without you recognizing it, you cannot achieve much higher goal because you have to level it up. This is you. This is your achievement. You have to level up to keep going up. If you keep devaluating yourself and this is your real achievement, then look, this is the difference. It's gonna go much higher. It's possible. It is possible. But you'll never be contented to yourself because you always gonna see yourself as not enough. When you actually are. Right now, you are enough. That's all I want to say for tonight's space. And I hope you realize that you are enough person. I'm gonna put the link down below again for people who want to share their life, and it's not compulsory. It is. It can be anonymous. You can check if you want to be shared in YouTube. I can make like answer to online, answer to video, and yeah. Thank you again so much, and if possible, please like and subscribe to the video for it to increase algorithm searchable in YouTube. And I'm not saying this to for me, for myself. I want it to have more likes and much more views because it's gonna help much more people. Yeah, that's all I want to say. Thank you so much and see you again next time. I really appreciate you. You are enough.